AOC. People love Jasmine Crockett. People love Eric Swalwell and the like. And I think that the Democratic Party should put the people out there who the people want. They should put the politicians out there who the people want, who they're asking for, who are meeting the moment with the same energy that
they're not asking for AOC.
Yes, they are.
The people you party with
No. The people I party with don't like AOC.
Oh, please.
No, they don't at all.
Well, most people don't.
But
she's
AOC,
very far left.
Let me tell you why I'm saying that.
Is this. When I first became a public defender, I had no criminal defense experience. And I walked in and I told my boss, Charlie, I said, listen, you should hire me. He said, why? I said, because I'm black. Charlie looked at me like I was crazy.
Person Crockett is part of the new trend where informality is okay, where formality used to reign. Okay, fine. That's been going.
A podcaster talks or some shit. Fuck it, man. Can you imagine, I don't know, Obama saying, man, dude, this shit is whack and fuck it. Just slap me. I'm fucking over it. I mean, come on.
Bill Maher torches Jasmine Crockett. More TikTok than tacked Bill Maher just obliterated Rep. Jasmine Crockett on national TV. No filters, no fluff. He called her out like she was a clout-chasing TikTok star pretending to play politician, not a serious congressional voice. And he didn't stop there. His latest takedown, Maher took aim at the entire Democratic Party, ripping into their obsession with viral stunts and clickbait moments while real strategy takes a backseat. When the conversation turned to identity politics, especially around trans issues, he didn't mince words. Maher warned that all the performative pandering isn't just cringe, it's political suicide.
Trans people filming us in the bathroom. How many of these trannies are taking selfies? These men are taking selfies in women's spaces, in the bathroom. It's gross. It's disgusting. So if we're going to talk about civil rights, let's talk about the rights of women in this country and how you are stripping them away every single day. And you're doing it in your legislation, you're doing it in your messaging, you're doing it on X. You're making women feel unsafe in this country. And you're making the opportunity for women and girls to be raped, to be sexually abused in this country, even greater than they've ever been. So don't come over here with your attitude and talk to me about rights when you're trying to take my rights as a woman, a rape survivor, away. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield.
Bill Maher didn't hold back. He brought receipts. Bill Maher didn't just speak his mind. He brought the receipts. In a searing segment, he laid it out plain and brutal. The Democratic Party is choosing loud personalities over sharp minds, and it's steering them straight into political chaos. This wasn't a throwaway rant. Maher came in locked, loaded, and laser-focused. He called out names: Jasmine Crockett, AOC, accusing them of chasing viral fame over delivering real results. It's all performance, no policy. And Maher made sure that message.
We got there because I tried to make it clear how many civil rights, it doesn't just boil down to one conversation, but I can see that somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or
Do
not
call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those
I am 47 years
emails
old. I have broken
actually
more
have.
glass ceilings than you
Chairman,
ever
I
will.
am reclaiming my time.
You will not do that. I
Order.
am not a child.
I am reclaiming my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr. Chairman, the committee is not in order.
Order.
Point of order. Point of order.
Order. Chair recognizes Ms. Crockett.
No, point of order, Mr. Chairman.
State your point.
Is it allowed in the rules for a member to incite violence against another member? I mean, she wants to take it outside with.
Hey, I have the First Amendment right too,
and
young
so
man.
I'd like those words to be taken down. I am moving to have those words taken down. I believe it's against the rules.
Going outside doesn't incite violence.
Another
you can have a conversation that isn't.
The committee will suspend. The member will state the words he wishes taken down.
Crockett in the crosshairs. No filter. No mercy. Just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, another guest jumped in and went full scorched earth on Jasmine Crockett. No sugarcoating. No political filter. Just pure, unfiltered truth bombs. Every line a mic drop. The critique was raw, direct, and impossible to ignore. And when Crockett finally responded, she did exactly what people have come to expect. raised her voice, dodged the actual point, and turned the moment into a loud, chaotic spectacle. At a certain age, mistaking volume for vision isn't bold, it's just cringe. And if Democrats don't course correct soon, this influencer-style politics could blow up right in their faces, because voters are watching, and the patience is wearing thin. Then, just when the dust started to settle,
AOC. People love Jasmine Crockett. People love Eric Swalwell and the like. And I think that the Democratic Party should put the people out there who the people want. They should put the politicians out there who the people want, who they're asking for, who are meeting the moment with the same energy that
they're not asking for AOC.
Yes, they are.
The people you party with
No. The people I party with don't like AOC.
Oh, please.
No, they don't at all.
Well, most people don't.
But
she's
AOC,
very far left.
Let me tell you why I'm saying that. Because because people will vote for AOC and Donald Trump on the same ticket. Because they're authentic. No, because they're authentic.
I don't think that Don.
I think you're wrong about that.
What people like about people like Trump and Fetterman is because it's irrelevant to her life.
But you don't know her life.
I know that being a gorgeous woman who I wouldn't even know was Hispanic in a city that has 1 million Hispanics and does not treat them badly.
But that doesn't mean she doesn't struggle. That doesn't mean that she was set down.
It implies it.
But that doesn't mean that she was set down in a Hispanic ghetto in the Bronx and had to deal with that growing up, and that she's come from a working class family.
It implies that it implies that in some way she's behind the 8 ball because of that, and it's just not true. And so
I don't know if she's behind the 8 ball, but I don't think she's as privileged as many people who are in Congress right now.
She's not privileged or not. She was a bartender.
Yeah.
So I was a delivery boy.
But I'm saying sometimes, Bill, you don't agree with Donald Trump's policies.
No.
But that's what the people want.
Some of them.
Whether you like her or not, I don't like what she did with Amazon in New York. But I think AOC she's a Democratic icon.
Well, she's the wrong. If you think that's the direction the country should, the Democratic.
I'm not saying the policies that she espouses that's the direction, but I'm saying that you have to give the people who are out front speaking for the party, not the people who are.
If you think
she's evolving,
yeah, she's evolving, and as we all are,
and she is moving into
right.
She understands the game a little bit more. And if you notice, she is sort of becoming a sort of normal kind of Democrat in many ways. Yes. I think she's
okay, great.
She's a very smart tactic. She's very smart.
Let's get behind that. No.
Don Lemon gets smoked. Bill Maher drops a verbal knockout. Don Lemon just caught a verbal uppercut from Bill Maher, and he never saw it coming. 1 second he's holding court, the next, boom. Maher drops a truth bomb so sharp, Lemon doesn't even have time to blink. Let's keep it real. Don Lemon might be one of the most out-of-touch voices CNN ever put on air. He keeps riding for bad takes, boosting folks who clearly aren't built for serious leadership and pretending it's all groundbreaking insight. It's like he's living in some alternate universe where facts don't matter and accountability's just a suggestion. Maher wasn't having it, and he made sure the audience wasn't either.
What we have right now is that if we continue down this road, then we will not have a rule of law, because we have people that are currently serving and they're saying things like, ignore the judge's order. What it means to have law and order in this country is that you follow the order and you go through the appeals process, even if you dislike what the judge did. Thank you. And I'm
going to note that when Miss Ocasio-Cortez, or AOC as we know her, filed articles of impeachment on Justice Thomas and Alito, Ms. Crockett was one of the co-sponsors along with Mr. Cohen, both members of this committee. It does seem interesting that when the shoe is on the other foot, everyone is self-righteous.
Wow.
And I think this is a good example. For the last 3 hours, I have had to listen to one side talking about impeachment as though it was the nature of this hearing.
The party's losing its grip. Don Lemon won't admit the obvious. The foundation's cracking when even Don Lemon refuses to read the writing on the wall. He's still out here pumping up the same recycled names and overhyped voices like it's business as usual, ignoring the fact that the crowd isn't buying it anymore. While the party slips further into chaos, Lemon keeps playing hype man for personalities long past their expiration date. It's not insight, it's theater. And the more he clings to the script, the clearer it becomes. The charade is collapsing, and they're the last ones to notice.
Is part of the new trend where informality is okay, where formality used to reign.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's been going on since the 60s. So her routine is that she wants to bring a little bit of what I might quaintly call the ghetto cat fight into these spaces. I get it, you know, bring a blaxploitation movie or something into Congress. Great, work it. But you do not make fun of the fact that somebody lives their life in a wheelchair. That doesn't work. If she thinks that being black and fabulous gives her a pass on that, then she's got a really unfortunate sense of what black is.
Well, what do you think, Ricky?
I think
The silence speaks volumes. The left's drama over real change, let's not kid ourselves. Those around Jasmine Crockett aren't exactly applauding this chaos. They're just too intimidated to speak up. The silence? It's deafening. People are over it, tired of the same broken record policies dressed up in flashy slogans. The left has been running this tired play for decades, stirring up drama instead of driving real change. Now, pay attention to what went down after Bill Maher called out Crockett. His comeback to Don Lemon was savage. No filters, no sugarcoating, just pure, unfiltered truth. And when you thought it couldn't get any worse, Crockett doubled down. Instead of taking the feedback to heart, she went on the attack, but not with solid facts. Nope. She deflected, threw shade, and wrapped everything in a blanket of drama. It was buzzwords, victimhood, and emotional theatrics, like she was auditioning for a reality TV show, not working to represent actual people.
It's just an example of when they go low, we go lower. And the Democratic Party is going to lose if they try to use kind of MAGA world tactics back at them. I think that if the Democrats want to succeed in the future, they need to be the party that is normal, that are stand-up people, that do not take the cheap shots back.
But I don't know. I'm not that upset about it. I'm really not. You know why? Because I'm a big fan of Family Guy. And they have... Am I wrong? Every week. I mean, one of the characters, Joe the cop, is in a wheelchair. And every week there's 20 jokes about him being in a wheelchair. And nobody died. And like, I just think everybody has to, like, lighten up a little. Yeah, it's terrible to be in a wheelchair. But, you know, it's not like it's news to him. And I don't know. I'm a free speaker.
I adore Family Guy. I've seen every episode. But that wasn't a cartoon. This is real life. And she was saying it with dismissive hostility as opposed to the cartoonish, we can get away with it because we're drawn. Jasmine Crockett is not drawn. And neither is Abbott. I see a distinction, although I see what you mean.
Okay, all right.
AOC and Crockett. The influencers, not leadership's the kicker. Crockett pulled AOC into the mess like they were some kind of political dream team. Two influencers instead of actual leaders. Both of them playing the powerful woman card, but it's clear they're more concerned with going viral than actually solving anything. Every time they open their mouths, it feels more like a social media stunt than a policy proposal. Meanwhile, regular folks are out here struggling, and this is the so-called leadership we get. Speeches with zero solutions, attitude with no answers, and rage with no results. It's honestly embarrassing, and Maher wasn't the only one calling it out. More voices are stepping forward. Journalists, former allies, even people within their own party, quietly whispering the same thing. This isn't it. It's becoming glaringly obvious. The longer the spotlight shines on people like Crockett and AOC, the further the party drifts from what actually matters. If someone doesn't step up soon to put a stop to this, it's not just about losing an election. It's about losing the people for good.
Quote I thought was apropos of what's going on the left. And by the way, if you watch the speech, I saw mostly the clips of it, and mostly it was people in the audience, the guy with the cane, people with, like, paddles. Oh, there's the cane dude. And then there's, okay, you know, here's our pussy hat uniform. And these, you know, looks like you're at a auction signs. I mean, it was, John Fetterman called it a sad cavalcade of self-owns and unhinged petulance. I love him. I said he should have won last week. The Democrats seem so lost. And here's Jasmine Crockett, who is, I thought, a big leader in the Democratic Party. Her quote is, "This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the fuck up because I'm ready to get on with it." On with what would be my first question. And also, this is the way this is like how a podcaster talks or some shit. Fuck it, man. Can you imagine, I don't know, Obama saying, "Oh, man, dude, this shit is whack. Fuck it. Just slap me. I'm fucking over it." I mean.